Okay, I'm here for the review for the first three episodes of Symphogear XV, aka Season 5. It starts off with them in Antarctica, Hibiki stating that it's cold. They're fighting a coffin, of all things. It's revealed to be an actual coffin, not just something they're fighting. It's called a coffin. Basically is an actual coffin. Sorry about that. Notification. Getting the way of the video. Oh well. How do I continue this? They were fighting it. There was a fight scene underwater. Fight was good, as well as the animation. And Hibiki's transformation had callbacks to the first four seasons, or first season mostly. Hibiki, Chris, Tsubasa, Yukina, Shiraibe, and Maria are fighting in the coffin. It cuts to Hibiki, Miku, and the Ferris wheel after ice attack that happened, that massive ice attack thingy. I don't really remember what it was called or what it was, but it reminded me of ice. I'm calling it ice attack right now. I think it was some sort of dimensional attack thingy. So, yeah, it was that. There was an explosion. It wasn't there for long before it went back to the action where it was. The coffin, they got the will to fight. I'm doing a very simplistic version now, ain't I? Oh well. It had a ton of spikes, but all those spikes turned into like drones flying around it. Hibiki punched like the tank shots from season 4's opening. Still no concert in the opening either. I mainly want to move to the big deal. That was episode 2 fast, and episode 3 was okay, big deal. Overall, I'd give the episode 8 for a great opening to the season. So, yeah. Oh yeah, there was a coffin opened up at the end credit scene, and there was a ancient corpse with a gold wrist thing. So there's that. If you're watching a review, I don't know why you haven't watched the episode yet. So I guess I could go spoilery in it. No, I'm gonna try to spoiler free. I've already spoiled the first episode, technically. It's not much to spoil, I'm just mainly a fight scene. And it's been out for like 3 weeks since the third episode's now out. 2 weeks, technically. Okay, moving on to episode 2 now, yes. This one starts with Shiraibe and Yukina doing their own thing. Eventually, there's an attack at a boat holding the corpse with gold wrist thing, which is, I can't remember the name of them or the villains, but I know the villains are Frankenstein, Werewolf, and vampire themed. For the 3 groups, they were leftovers from the Illuminati. Yukina's stream is somewhat inappropriate. It's like she's a stripper dancing on a pole for some reason. They fight in a closed area. Scythe obviously gets stuck because they're large, but she makes them tiny. And Yo-Yo, there's a blade thing that people made jokes about. Second half of the episode, this is where it gets bonkers. Cuts to like Hibiki, Chris, and Miku. Someone joked about Hibiki and Miku trying to get Chris on to threesome on the Verve comics. So there was that thing. That was just weird comment to make. Someone was like, yay, or something. I don't remember. I could check the comment and talk about that in that intro. See what the exact introduction video that will go up at some point today. Yeah, there's a concert, right? Tsubasa is in a blue and yellow outfit. I remember that because blue and yellow are my favorite color, and I think they're a great combination of colors. There's all sorts of like most concerts, it goes south fast. I mean, really south. They get attacked by a vampire girl. I try to get her name for the episode 4 review. Remember her name for it. And they fight. There's a ton of noise. There's at least 70,000 people dead in the next episode. Possibly 100,000. Gets gruesome as a random civilian is literally the vampire lady just straight up puts her hand through her chest where her heart is in front of Tsubasa. Does this seal scene. Don't know what it is, but she's unconscious at the beginning of episode 3. They scan the corpse of the... I'll go more in depth for single episode reviews for obvious reasons. They may be longer breaks between me talking for some reason. Weird breaks. Probably just skip them. I'm not really that well at editing, which I don't have an editor either to cut the breaks. They'd probably be jarring. Oh well. There's also... They scan the corpse and it... turns into dust. The gold thing's still there. It's a valuable relic for obvious reasons, and it has probably some plot significance. But the villains do steal it in episode 3 for someone I'm not going to state because it's major spoiler scene credits of episode 3 scene. Yes, this season's really going at it with end credit scenes. There's one in the first episode, second episode, third episode. Like, AXZ started an entire trend. So I don't really remember end credits for the other seasons, unless if I missed them because I skipped that end songs. I'll probably check them when I rewatch the series at some point, if there's end credit scenes. Or state them in the comments if there's end credit scenes, and I'll definitely have to rewatch the series. Probably gonna do it at some point shortly after season 5 ended, though. Season 5 links still unknown. I should get to episode 3 now, shouldn't I? Yeah, episode 3. Starts with them talking to secret people. Government things. I don't really know if that's how they start. It starts off a little okay. Well, I'm just gonna get to the main part. They get caught by talking... A vampire girl and werewolf girl get caught. They fight. They chase the guys. They kill all of them but one who was saved by Chris and Hibiki also, as she summons the time. They injure the werewolf girl. And it gets longer, and people admit. I've seen a post on Twitter that says, "Don't make werewolf girls angry." Wolf girls angry. There's also they do drugs again, but it doesn't show them. But sure. They fight them. They retreat shortly after a huge explosion. Then it goes to Shirabe Mukina, where they assume that they're going to attack a blood bank for certain blood, while the other member is busy stealing the gold wrist thing from the Americans, who aren't up to shady stuff. You think the shady guys were Americans, but they're not. Even they suspect they may be Americans, but it turns out they're not. There's a planned trip to the moon between Japan and the U.S. And They suspect, which he does, Vampire Girl isn't there. They go in the elevator after they're told visiting hours are closed by a worker. And they are they get to the roof where she is, get ready to fight her. We get to the Strawberry's transformation. I liked all the transformations so far. The animations stayed very good. Started out a little rocky, somewhat rocky, but it continued to get better as the series progressed. New seasons. She's heavily injured because she's weakened. She's not have blood. Sounds like something of what happened to a vampire being weakened because of a lack of blood they've sucked or drank or something like that. Werewolf Girl stole some blood. They leave when the boss shows up and saves them. No, Werewolf Girl shows up after the boss shows up. The main Frankenstein girl shows up. And they leave. They talk to it. They try to ask them questions. Yukina and Shiraibe try to ask questions, but they don't really answer them. We still know a little about the villain. Actually, no, somewhat about the villains. Their fighting styles. But yeah, the episode end credit scene shows who they were talking to, who hired them. I'm not gonna really state. You'd probably watch that one yourselves. But yeah, I'm gonna end the review here now. There should be for today ends. There should be well, it's early in the morning, so technically morning. An introduction video up. So yeah, there's that. Uh, Good night. I'm not really going to bed yet. I'll probably wake up later. Bye.